Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Good evening, and welcome to Coach CJ's live birthday party. Okay, you're all welcome. It's great to have you here. My name is Varashi Shakunwa, and I am the assistant birthday boy. Okay, I'm the assistant birthday boy, and we are live. I'm trying to. Okay, and I'm trying to see how I can get the link and invite everybody. So invite your friends, invite your loved ones, invite even your enemies to come and join us. Tell them that we are live. We are live. Right? Tell them we are live. Tell your friends, invite everybody, let them know that we are live. And I'm going to do that right away also. We are live. So while I invite other people, while others before others come and join us, I'm going to play a video right now, and before I bring up the birthday boy. Okay, so here we go.
Happy birthday, Chijioke Christianity.
Happy birthday to the phenomenal Coach Chijioke.
Happy birthday, Coach CJ.
Happy birthday, CJ.
I want to wish Coach CJ happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Coach Chijioke Otiba.
Happy birthday, Coach CJ.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Coach CJ.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, Coach Chijioke Otiba. Many more years to you.
Thank you for all that you've been to us. Thank you for giving out yourself to make life better for others. Thank you for the sacrifices. Thank you for what you represent. Thank you for being you.
Thank you so much for pointing this out to me, for making me realize what I have inside of me. God bless you.
Thank you for still showing up consistently with value and with so much resources for us in the community. God bless you for all you do.
You are so young, yet you're full of wisdom.
Thank you so much, Coach Chijioke, and have an amazing birthday.
I pray that this new age usher you into more of God's blessings and more of answered prayers.
So here is me wishing you a very happy birthday, more life.
Coach CJ was the first person that told me you made the right decision. He saw the whole world in my true lens. Hi.
You have been of great impact to my growth journey. Thank you so much for your teachings. Thank you for your humility of heart. Thank you for the clarity you give whenever we call for it. Thank you so much. May the Lord continue to bless you.
I wish him all the best in life. As he's impacting others, I pray all his heart desires is being granted by the Almighty.
I just want to use this medium to salute and celebrate Mr. Chijioke Otiba, for he is an exceptional mentor and a true source of inspiration.
Thank you so much, Coach CJ. Thank you for being it. He has imparted me so well. Yes, because Coach CJ is someone that is brutal with his advice. He's very brutal with his words, but then it pierces you where it's supposed to pierce you and forces you to make a change.
Being associated with Coach Chijioke has taught me a lot in managing women.
I wish you many more years of impactful living, of fulfillment, and of growing, discovering more potentials that resides with.
I wish you all the best. I pray that the God, Lord, that you serve will not to bless you. I pray that everything you lay your hands on are blessed. That
when I came into this online space, I was so confused about everything till the very day I reached out to you to become my mentor. And since that day, the story has changed and I've not remained the same year. I'm so happy to celebrate you today. And this is me wishing you a happy birthday and many more years in advance.
His guidance, wisdom, and unwavering belief in others has shaped many lives that words alone cannot fully capture.
Coach Chijioke has impacted my life in no small ways. He was the person that opened my eyes to see the endless possibilities in artificial intelligence.
May the good luck, including in good health, joy, and more greater impact.
I want to wish you God's goodness and mercy, long life, prosperity. I hope you find what it is that you actually are looking for in life, and I wish you the best, the very best in your career space, in your business, in your personal life.
Wow, that was so beautiful to watch. Oh, I was having goosebumps watching that video, right? Seeing the impact that Coach CJ has made in a lot of people's life. I myself personally, he has impacted me in many ways. I remember I met Coach CJ, I think it was 2022 ending that I first saw him at an event in Abuja at a conference. And then after that, I just keep on bumping into him at various places. But we never had that time to connect till in 2023 around August when we met at a conference. And from then, he said, Varashi, I will see you around. And I can see your passion, you're passionate for growth, and how you always put yourself out there. I would love to help you, And then we got on a call, and then I told him these are things I'm doing, and these are things I look at doing. I shared my dreams, what I want to have, the kind of impact I want to make. And I told him my challenges. And he told me, one of these, he told me that you are doing a lot. And I know a lot of people have talked you out of it, telling you that you have to choose one career path or one life path, one niche, you have to niche down. But you can actually be great while still doing all the things you're doing, right? And ever since I embraced that idea, right, as Paul said, I became all things to all men. So Coach CJ has had an impact on me personally, right? So welcome to Coach CJ's birthday. It's Coach CJ's birthday, and I'm feeling as if it's my birthday because, come on, when your mentors have a birthday, it's your birthday. So it's our birthday. It's our birthday, right? So if you're in the WhatsApp group, kindly share the link to your friend. I told you, rice and stew. It's very plenty. So there's a lot of value to be shared today. And I can't wait for you all to get a glimpse of what is in store for you, right? So one of the things I would love you to do is get your pen and paper, okay? Get your pen and paper because a lot of value is coming your way. Coach CJ is the real definition of value personified. So be rest assured that you're not going to leave this place without plenty value. But while we're still on that, I would love you to actually let me know where you are watching from. If you're watching from YouTube, say hi, I'm from YouTube. If you're watching from LinkedIn, say hi, I'm from LinkedIn. If you're watching from Facebook, say hi, I'm from Facebook, okay? So that I will get to acknowledge your presence and all and welcome you in a grand way because I told you rice and stew is very plenty. So while you are doing that, in the WhatsApp community, in the WhatsApp group, the birthday group, for anybody that is interested, if you want to join me live to share your testimonial, just as I did, of how Coach CJ has impacted you personally in your life, right? I told you I have 5 slots and I'm still on that, I have 5 slots. So you let me know and I will in the WhatsApp community, and I'm going to share the link with you in your DM so that you can join this call or you can join live. Welcome, mommy. I see my mommy. So this mommy, let me bring up her. This is Coach CJ's mom, like our mom. Okay, welcome, mommy. Welcome. It's great to have you here. So yes, in case you want to join me live on the call, please let me know so that I can send you the link in the WhatsApp community. Just reach out to me from the WhatsApp community and I'll share the link with you right away so that you can join us. Okay, so I've seen some people are just joining right now. Let me play the video for you again so that you get to watch. After that, I won't play it again for anybody. After that, we go in properly. Okay? Oh, Toby from YouTube, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let me put it up. Toby, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's nice to have you here. Let me play the video again. Meanwhile, keep on dropping your introductions. Let me get to meet you. I am Varashi Ishakunwa.
Happy birthday, Coach Chijioke Otipa.
Happy birthday, Chijioke Christine Otipa.
Happy birthday to the phenomenal Coach Chijioke.
Happy birthday, Coach CJ.
Happy birthday, CJ.
I want to wish Coach CJ happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Coach Chijioke Otipa.
Happy birthday, Coach CJ.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Coach CJ.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, Coach Chijioke Otipa. Many more years to you.
Thank you for all that you've been to us. Thank you for giving out yourself to make life better for others. Thank you for the sacrifices. Thank you for what you represent. Thank you for being you.
Thank you so much for pointing this out to me, for making me realize what I have inside of me. God bless you.
Thank you for still showing up consistently with value and with so much resources for us in the community. God bless you for all you do.
You are so young, yet you're full of wisdom.
Thank you so much, Coach Chijioke, and have an amazing birthday.
I pray at this new age usher you into more of God's blessings and more of answered prayers.
So here is me wishing you a very happy birthday, more life.
Coach CJ was the first person that told me you made the right decision. He saw the whole world in my true lens. Hi.
You have been of great impact to my growth journey. Thank you so much for your teachings. Thank you for your humility of heart. Thank you for the clarity you give whenever we call for it. Thank you so much. May the Lord continue to bless you.
I wish him all the best in life. As he's impacting others, I pray all his heart desires is being granted by the Almighty.
I just want to use this medium to salute and celebrate Mr. Chijioke Otipa, for he is an exceptional mentor and a true source of inspiration.
Thank you so much, Coach CJ. Thank you for being it. He has imparted me so well. Yes. Because Coach CJ is someone that is brutal with his advice. He's very brutal with his words, but then it pierces you where it's supposed to pierce you and forces you to make a change.
Being associated with Coach Chijioke has taught me a lot in managing women.
I wish you many more years of impactful living, of fulfillment, and of growing, discovering more potentials that resides with
I wish you all the best. I pray that the God, Lord, that you serve will not to bless you. I pray that everything you lay your hands on are blessed. That
when I came into this online space, I was so confused about everything till the very day I reached out to you to become my mentor. And since that day, the story has changed and I've not remained the same year. I'm so happy to celebrate you today. And this is me wishing you a happy birthday and many more years in advance.
His guidance, wisdom, and unwavering belief in others has shaped many lives that words alone cannot fully capture.
Coach Chijioke has impacted my life in no small ways. He was the person that opened my eyes to see the endless possibilities in artificial intelligence.
May the good luck, including good health, joy, and more greater impact.
I want to wish you God's goodness and mercy, long life, prosperity. I hope you find what it is that you actually are looking for in life, and I wish you the best, the very best in your career space, in your business, in your personal life.
Happy birthday, Coach CJ. So now I just thought of doing something, right? In case you're just scrolling on YouTube or on Facebook and you come across this video and you are now wondering, who is this Coach CJ that everybody's talking about? Who is this Coach CJ that people are making videos about, talking about all the things he has done? Well, he's Coach Chijioke Otipa, the multi-potentialite mentor. He's the man that wears many hats, good at a lot of things. I call him Jack of all trades, master of all. Yes, that is who he is, and he's a teacher. He's good at teaching. Yes. See, whatever issue you have, just meet Coach CJ. That's the solution to it. I can assure you, even spiritual problems. Yes, including financial problems. I'm not saying it's going to give you money, but it's going to teach you how to get money. And that is, of course, the best financial solution one can give you. So that is Coach CJ for you. And without wasting much of your time, which I know I am not, I would love to bring up the birthday boy. No, he's not birthday boy anymore. I would love to bring up the birthday man in person of Coach CJ. Okay, I'd love to bring up the birthday man, Coach CJ. So drum rolls, I want to see your excitement in the comment section first before I bring him, because the energy people are giving me is not energizing at all. So I want to see, please, I hope you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, drop it in the comment section that you can hear me. If you can hear me, drop it in the comment section that you can hear me. Can you hear me? Drop it in the comment section that you can hear me. I'm not seeing your comment too, because it seems as if I've been talking alone and to myself. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I won't continue wasting your time. Okay, I'm seeing one person. Okay, you can hear me. Great. That is good. All right, then I can now proceed. So at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, please, with a round of applause and a standing ovation, help me welcome the man of the hour, the emperor, the conqueror, the lion, the Indabuski, the Dabush Kabash, my mentor, Coach Chijuki. A round of applause. Come on. I'm bringing him up right now. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know about Dabush Kabash. I can take Emperor, I can take Conqueror, but
I just remember
right,
that this year 2026 is Dabush Kabash. So
the idea of Dabush Kabash, not me and them. So I want to say a very big thank you for everybody. For joining in. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for celebrating with me. In fact, it got to a point. I just felt like, Vash is the only person that comes close to knowing what happened today. At some point, I was just like, what's the matter, Seth? Let me just postpone this thing or cancel it entirely and go and rest. But then I told myself that I just have to do this. Even if it's just for one person, even if it's one person who needs this message, let me show up for that one person. Because before I left this morning, I drafted out some things that I wanted to talk about. And this is not just a regular session. I teach all the time. Thankfully, almost everybody who is here, you must have been in my session one way or the other at one point or another. I teach a lot. I teach almost all the time. But this night, I want us to have a heart-to-heart conversation. I want us to have a heartfelt conversation for a few minutes. Then I'll step back while my people will continue. But I want us to have a conversation for a few minutes. And I'll be sharing some of the greatest lessons of my life. I don't know what exactly to call this. I don't know what to call this particular session. When I was leaving, I wrote something down. Iconoclast to Genesis. Iconoclast to Genesis. It's actually gotten from the word iconoclast. At some point, I would have to even take a break. Then I'll share this again. I'll share this session again, and then have more people join. A lot of things happen. So please, if you can see this, if you are seeing this, if you are with me watching live, please do me the favor of sharing. Okay, do me the favor of sharing. I'll still get to, like I said, I'll still get to share. Oh, amazing! I'll still get to share that. So I'll share my the live session in the groups. Okay, but in the meantime, like I said, iconoclastogenesis. One of the things that would actually help you get far in life is the art of stubbornness, the art of creative stubbornness, your ability to be stubborn to the point that you do not understand limitations, your ability to be stubborn to the point that you redefine what success means to you, your ability to be stubborn to the point that when people try to speak impossibility, you look at it and you just laugh because impossibility sounds stupid. Your ability to rebel creatively and positively, call it positive rebellion. Your ability to define your own life, create your own strategy, recalibrate your philosophies. Iconoclastogenesis is all about becoming the one who sets the rule, not the one who struggles to follow it. Because there are a lot of opinions flying around. A lot of opinions are flying around. People have opinions. People have advice. Everybody's mouth is full with advice. Almost everybody you touch today, advice is inside their mouth. They have advice, including those who cannot achieve what they are advising you to do. But they have advice. So if you are going to run your life by other people's codes, how will you arrive at your own destination? An iconoclast is a stubborn person. A stubborn person is someone who asks questions, who defies the norm. Oh, everybody is going towards this direction. Everybody is going to, everybody, once you finish, the conventional advice, you are born, go to primary school, go to secondary school, go to the university after struggling to write JAMB, go to the university, go to school, get good grades if you can. When you're done, I beg to apply for a job. If you don't have a job, you're seen as useless by society, sometimes family. You struggle, you get a job, you're being underpaid, you're told to manage because after all, people are suffering, a bed at hand is worth two in the bush, whatever. Remember, if you don't have that job, you are seen as a non-entity in the society. And then you get it, you're underpaid, you are frustrated, you are depressed, you are not living life, you are not, there's nothing fun about what you're doing, you are suffering, you are struggling, you are just playing around mediocrity. And that phase continues like that. And you maybe manage to marry. And then you get married. And the conventional thing again, get married, it's time to have children, you have kids, right? And then you're done. The kids have come. And after that, what next? You help them continue the same cycle that you played. And at the end of this, is there nobody pausing to ask questions? Why is it that we're in a cycle of failure? Why is it that things are not just working? Why? How? Why are we not pausing to ask questions? This thing has been done this way over and over and over. And then this is the result. We're looking at the chronicity of poverty here. Ancestral poverty that transcends generations. We're looking at poverty in patterns, and people are not stepping out to ask questions like, can this thing be done differently? I'm not saying entirely differently. I'm not saying jumping out of a moving train, no. But can there be a difference? Can it be tweaked a little bit? That is what iconoclasts do. They ask questions. They lead creative, positive rebellion. They spearhead movements. If you've watched me over time, my life is exemplified by trouble. Trouble in the sense that I keep going against the tide. I keep standing in uncomfortable positions, and that is who an iconoclast is. If you are struggling so hard to fit into definitions and scopes of society, you do not know yourself, because God did not necessarily send you into this world to come and become a carbon copy of another person, or to just come and pile up in a system, especially when that system is failing. Some people don't know how to question anything. You come out, they say, oh, if you must succeed, pick a niche. You jump and pick a niche, and then you get confused. Do you know how many people have become depressed because of this advice? When I say these things, I'm not cooking them up. I'm talking about real cases. I'm talking about actual human beings, people who called me and cried to me. People I consulted for. And they told me, I'm lost. I tried picking a niche. I've picked a niche. It's been like 2-3 months. I don't even understand what I'm doing again. I've lost myself. I've lost my identity. And I can't even go back because I have I've created a facade for my audience that this is the only thing I do. How do I cope? I'm like, come on. This is your life. The very first thing you want to do before launching out anything is to understand who you are. Is to understand your personality, to understand your identity archetype. Understand your own unique life design model. It must not be that of your coach or your mentor. It must not be that of the role model that you met on Facebook. No. I've been privileged to meet amazing people, coaches, mentors, gurus, and all of that. And it takes wisdom. It takes superior wisdom to look at what somebody is telling you and say, okay, I'll pick this one. This one is not good for me at this moment of my life. At this season of my life, I don't need this one. It takes wisdom to be able to look at things from a well-rounded perspective. Tell yourself, no, I don't need this at the moment. Huh? What you said, it sounds nice, but this is not my strategy. Okay? So, iconoclasts disagree. Iconoclasts ask questions. Iconoclasts critique systems. Iconoclasts set the pace. When I saw that word the first time, it did something to me. I went to go and research what it is. And I just understood, yes, this is me. This is me. Sometimes what you are looking for in life, you say you are seeking clarity. That clarity you are seeking is in a person or a system or in a definition. I hope it makes sense. It is in a person. It means that there are some people who see me, and just by seeing me, just by observing me, they don't even need my coaching. They don't even need to buy my book or read it. Just for the fact that Chijioke Otipa exists on the surface of this earth, the questions that they've had in their heart for a long time, the questions get answered automatically. Oh, he's doing this. If he's doing it, it means it's possible. It's possible. So this is also a message to you. Instead of trying so hard to conform with already generated and existing patterns, how about your own pattern? How about your own? Do you know you can start a movement? See, we are not all the same. One of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself is the gift of open-mindedness. Knowing that, oh, the fact that this thing exists this way doesn't mean it will be like that for everybody. The fact that this thing probably worked for me, everybody. Can you hear me, Varashi? Just nod, because I just turned in put in my mic.
Yes.
If you can
Yes,
hear
I
me
can hear you.
clearly, just nod.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Wonderful.
Yes, I can
So
hear
like I
you.
was
I can hear
saying,
you.
one of the greatest gifts we can give to ourselves is the gift of open-mindedness. The gift of knowing that what works for the goose may kill the gander. You know, a lot of the time we say what works for the goose. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. It is wisdom to know when that is applicable. It is also wisdom to know when what is good for the goose has the capacity of killing the gander. Okay, so that's why I say this. I tell people, what's good for the goose is not always good for the gander. Sometimes what's good for the goose may buy the gander, may kill the gander. Of course, goose is the female version, if I'm not mistaken, and gander is the guy, the male version. So it takes wisdom to know when one thing is applicable to you and not applicable to another person. Because if we think that because something works for me, that it should work for every other person, it should be a model, a strategy that everybody that I'm coaching must adopt. If we think that is how life should function, then at the end of the day, we are not creating open-minded people. We are creating cults. We're creating cults. Cults. But that's not it. When I teach people, I teach them to ask questions, starting from questioning what I even teach them. I teach people to think critically. So when I tell you that, oh, this is black, you have to ask me why it's black. You have to be able to look at it objectively and tell me, no, you don't think this is black. You think this is ash. And tell me, oh, that when you take it to the light, it's ash. When you take it to, a darker place, it's black. We'll check. Maybe one of us is colorblind. One of us sees better. Right? So to me, it may be black. To you, it may be ash. Does not mean that you are right and I'm wrong, or that I'm wrong and you're right. In some cases. So remember, the gift of open-mindedness. Iconoclasts ask questions. A lot of questions. They set rules. They spearhead movements. There's something in your heart that you are probably too afraid to launch, probably too afraid to lead the revolution for, because you're looking around and you're like, nah, this thing has not been done before. That's exactly why you should do it. That's exactly why you should do it. That's why the world is waiting for you. The world is we've become too boring following laid out templates. People need to innovate. People need to sit down and think. We need thinkers. We need innovators. We need people who embrace novelty, who bring out new things and push it out to the world and lead the revolution so that other people can follow. Very important. So that's number one thing that I want to share. That's the basics of this conversation. Iconoclastogenesis.
the making of Iconoclast. You have to be able to question things. You have to be able to ask deep questions. Now there's AI, there's ChatGPT. You cannot just embrace. Somebody comes out and says, if you're doing a business and you're not running adverts and you're not running Facebook ads, you will never succeed. And then you carry the nonsense in your head and you are moving about. And because of that, all the plans that you had for organic marketing, all the plans that you had for networking, all the plans you had for something else, you abandoned it, you ditch it because they've told you if you don't do Facebook ads, you're going to suffer. No, seek alternative evidence. If there's an evidence that this is possible, that A is possible, you cannot tell me the only way to succeed is B. So it's not possible that you say it doesn't make sense that the only way to succeed in business is to run Facebook ads. No. There are people who don't. And I look for those people. I look for certain things so that my mind can be free. I will not be caught in any loop. Yes. I have no idea. I don't know. That's my neighbor. So like I was saying, I'm trying to remember where I stopped. You see, that's one thing. God. So yes, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I was saying that Iconoclast asks questions. You know, you create movements, you start things, you rebel creatively, you rebel. You refuse status quo, you refuse mediocrity, you refuse normal, you refuse average. Average is boring, status quo is a curse. Now you look around and you say, oh, this is the way everybody has been doing this thing. I can't just jump into something the way everybody has been doing. No. I have my own source to everything. I have my own aura that I'll put into everything, my own innovation, my own ideas, my own uniqueness. Why would I now try to follow a template that's been laid down by others? Hook, line, and sinker. Why? How would the world now be special if everybody is doing copycat? Everybody's copying. Nah. We must ask questions. We must rebel. We must ask. We must seek contrary evidence in the face of every rumor. I call it rumor. Every generalization, every biased statement, every stereotype. Oh, Gen Zs did this. Oh, if you are multi-talented, you can never succeed. Somebody came out on Facebook the other time and said, I was talking about Facebook ads. Yes, I was talking about Facebook ads and organic marketing. And I was on another group, a community of life coaches, and I saw people who had done many hundreds of thousands of dollars without running an ad and without owning a website. At a point of my life, I had people approach me, you know, any small thing. Oh, do you have a website? Do you have a website? Do you have a website? You know, they will now start trying to cajole you. If you don't have a website, you know, you're a coach. If you don't have a website, you cannot you cannot get clients. You cannot do this one. All lies, nonsense, like that. All lies, lies. If you don't have a website, this is going to this, that is going to. No, that's not true. If you don't run ads, this is going to happen. That's not true. People will always want to peddle life based on their own lenses to you, based on their own observations. A short man can see a tree and say it's the tallest tree in the world. It's the tallest tree he has ever seen. Why? Because his eye view, his field of view, his visual field will not allow him to comprehend anything that is above a certain height. So he will not see. Please, I'm not trying to diss short men or short people. I'm just saying, I'm just giving an analogy, right? So if this is where your head can reach, you can't look beyond that, right? But a taller person can see, you know, the height of the tree and see where the tree is getting to. Whatever you understand by that. Okay, so We're talking about the making of iconoclasts. Seek evidence. Research is easy. Go to ChatGPT. Is this true? Somebody said, yeah, validate, verify. Validate and verify should be your best friends. Validate and verify. Validate, or somebody will come out and say, women who this, that, don't this, that. Men who this, that. Studies have shown that this, that. Come on, don't be, you see, it is foolishness. It is superior foolishness to accept certain things as facts without confirmatory research. Yes. Especially when it is something that has the potential to affect your life, affect your health, affect your growth, affect your relationships. It is foolishness to accept those things too quickly without confirmatory research. Now, I'm going to share another lesson tonight. Another lesson tonight. I'll be sharing about 3 lessons. Some of the greatest lessons of my life that came out of the top of my head. And at some point, we'll go on a break. Okay. Let me even do this. Varashi, please come back on stage. Just hold us on for a while. I remember there's a particular group. Oh my goodness, there's so many people waiting for this link, and I didn't send it to them because of what StreamYard and Restream were doing. I would feel guilty if I don't. I'll feel very guilty. So let me quickly send them the link. Hold on. When we come back, we're going to be looking at 3 things. 4 things. I'll put them all together. These are things that'll change your life. I mean, even if you're already on track, even if you're already pushing, you're making a lot of moves, you're doing amazing things, what I'm about to share would entirely change the way you see life, the way you see success, the way you see, manifestation. It would entirely change it. The way you see preparation and readiness, it will change it. If you've been procrastinating something, trying to get perfect, perfectionism syndrome, whatever the case may be, imposter syndrome, when you have the basic understanding, you don't need a class on how to manage imposter syndrome or how to overcome perfectionism. You don't need a class. There's something at the root that needs to be addressed. So, Varashi, please help me. Just take on from.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So this one and this is like a setup now. So you're teaching and you asked me to take over. Okay. So I was just going through the comments, right? And then a lot of comments were catching my attention. Joseph's notes. So I'll just review what Joseph has been posting, like his notes, right? And thank you, Namika Joseph from Facebook, for your notes. It is superior foolishness to accept certain things as fact without proper confirmatory evidence. You see, this particular point, right? I'd love to expand on it a little bit before Coach comes back, right? One of the things I got realized in this our age is that our people are very, very lazy when it comes to research. People don't fact check stuff, right? People are lazy to think, people are lazy to research. They just are looking for the easy way out. So when someone now finds someone that validates or that says something that validates their thought process, whether it be foolish or whether it be wise, once they just find someone that validates what they have been thinking, that just confirms or reaffirms what they are saying, you just take it and run with it, whether it is right or wrong. So, and it is actually superior foolishness. So that is what because I see that happen, that pattern happen over and over again. For instance, you hear people say stuff like, my pastor said, you know, that kind of thing, that kind of mindset, that, okay, since your pastor said this, for instance, right? Even Paul, the apostle, said, whatever he says, you should go back and read it again and check the Bible. So if he teaches something that is contrary, you should discard it. So even Paul, the apostle in the Bible, advises people to actually fact check, right? To verify. So you going back to verify any information that has been given to you is not because you disregard the person. It's not, you are not disrespecting the person, but you're actually making sure that what you are taking in is actually the right thing, right? And that, you see, that act of fact checking is what is, okay, coach, you're back. Are you back, sir? That act of fact checking is what is actually hard for a lot of people. So thank you so much, Joseph, for this your comment. Let me check another comment again that you brought up before, coach. Okay. Yes, many are seeking for what validates their thought process without confirmatory evidence. Wait, Joseph, this is me and I'm quoting again. You are supposed to be quoting coach. Now me, I'm just so always validate and verify. Do your due diligence, right? Always validate and verify every information. I mean every information. And that's why coach said ChatGPT should be your friend. Something happened a few days ago or last week. I was editing a video for, it was actually a message. I was just like cutting, a message. Then there was a certain part of the information that wasn't completely accurate, right? I actually didn't know. So the pastor called my attention to it, that he said, cross-check this statement or this fact. It's half accurate, but it's not completely accurate. So you should not include it. Do you understand? So if he didn't, that's how you will have put it out there. And because we're in a world that some people don't even check to know whether, okay, is this person saying the right thing or not? They'll just carry it and keep running with it, with that fact that, this is what they say. Like how most people have always taken the quote of Jack of all trades, master of none, right? How people have taken it and have been running with it without even cross-checking. Know what is the full, complete context of the Jack of all trades? Where did that come from, right? Because the complete quote is actually Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than the master of one. So, and how people take that part, that curiosity kills the cat. So, but that is not the end actually. So half truth most of the time is often very, very much more dangerous than a lie. Half truth. If I tell you half truth, so if I tell you Jack of all trades, master of none, it's only half truth, and it has done more damage than a lie, right? So fact checking is very, very important, because in this day and age that we are in right now, people just go out there, look for stuff that tries to validate or explain their points, what they feel like, that tries to pass their message, and just, or how do I explain this? They just look for stuff that validates what they are trying to say and push it out there, whether it is correct or not. For instance, you see someone coming and saying all women should not do this and that, with his own reason for just his own beliefs, trying to make facts out of his own belief, right? People just try to make up facts out of their own beliefs. And if you're the kind of person that just consumes everything that just comes without actually cross-checking, you will find yourself your life going upside down. And because you will never find direction. Because after you consume from this person, and that person has his own ideas, you just go and consume it. You now go and consume from that person. You just become more like a dump site where people come and dump their trash, right? But filtering is very, very important. So I for one, I've always encouraged people that whatever you're taking in should have to be intentional. I mean, I always tell people, go for intentional consumption, right? So what you're consuming, you have to cross-check it to be sure, to be very sure that what you're consuming is right. Because a lot of times, what is being portrayed or what is being brought to you may not necessarily be that which is actually meant to help you grow. And a lot of times, something may be good, right? Something may be good, but it may not be good for you. I always say this: something may be good, but it may not be good for you because your journey is different, your path is different. So if you I'll use Joseph as an example because I love I'm just expanding on your quotes, right, on your notes, right? So Joseph and I may be into the same industry. We may have different goals, we may be aspiring to do the same things, right? Or be in the same industry, but our journey is completely different. We're coming from different backgrounds, right? We have different knowledge, even if they are teaching us the same thing in the same class. Our experiences are different. So I cannot copy what Joseph is doing and bring it to my life. And Joseph cannot copy. I mean, if I decide to copy what Joseph is doing and bring it into my life, automatically, I may not be getting the result while he is getting the result. And I'll end up being frustrated because I'm actually trying to copy what is not meant to be mine, right? So know that your journey, your growth journey is unique to you alone. Right? So you have to, because of that, you have to be intentional about what you consume and know, right, what is necessary, what is very, very necessary for your growth. So something may be good, right? It may not be bad, but for you, for your own growth, it's not good. I don't know if you're getting it. Something may be good, like generally it is good, but specifically tailored down to you, right? It is not. So not everything that is good for you. Own your journey. Own your journey. Coach, are you not back? Coach CJ, are you not back? Okay.
Nice.
Because this one is more like a talk now. You were the one teaching me. You said I just hold that. I just let.
I'm proud of you. I was learning. I was taking notes.
Thank you, sir. Well, come on, continue, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I mean, I'm proud. Me, I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm like a proud daddy here. So, that's for people to see the kind of people I build, the kind of people I invest my energy in. I don't train people to become zombies. I train people who ask questions. I train people who are movers. I train people who are real leaders, right? Not people who just follow crowd. Oh, because Coach CJ said, because this person said. No, you have to be able to ask your own independent questions. That's what makes you a human being with a brain, a functional brain. Okay? And thank you so much. Thank you so much. That has been amazing. That's been amazing. Now let's look into the next couple things that I have
to share. Let's look into the next stuff that I have to share here. So I talked about iconoclastogenesis, and now I'll talk about something. Varashi was talking about being able to ask questions and jack of all trades kind of thing. It's one thing that if I start talking about it, I can take months. Expounding that issue. But let me quickly say this. A lot of the time, people try to make doctrine out of something that doesn't work for them. They try something, it doesn't work, they make a doctrine out of it and let the whole world know that it does not work. Meanwhile, that's not the truth. Now, when people come and say, oh, if you're not multi-talented, if you're multi-talented, you can never succeed. You need to pick a niche, you need to do this, show me one multi-talented person that's successful. I remember when somebody asked me that question. I wish somebody would ask me that question again. I wish somebody would meet me and ask me the question, oh, show me one multi-talented person that's successful. My response would be, are you so stupid or so ignorant or so blind that you cannot fathom or you cannot recognize that what you are asking for is right before your eyes? Are you so blind that you can't see me? If you are asking, show me one multi-talented person that is successful, what is your definition of success in the first place? Let's start from there. What do you define as success? Does success mean having a lot of money? Of which, if we should start from there, is also flawed, because check now. Take this country for example. This is a country where majority of the people are poor. People that pick a niche are poor. People that did not pick niche are poor. All of us together, we are in it together. So it's not a matter of, some of these things are variables. It's not constant. It's not once you pick a niche, you succeed. Once you don't pick it, no. So we've got to use our brains. We have to ask questions. Are there people who never picked a niche and they are doing well? Yes. Are there people who picked a niche and they are, doing well? Yes. So at the end of the day, what matters most? Maybe clarity, maybe strategy, which is they are not mutually exclusive events. There's no written rule, there's no law anywhere that says, oh, for you to be able to achieve anything substantial in this life, you have to pick one thing, or you don't have to pick one thing. There's no rule anywhere. People have different lives, different results. It's the principle of individuality. So when I work with people, when I coach people, one of the very first things I want to understand is, what kind of person are you? Okay, that's one of the first things I want to ask. What kind of person are you? What's your personality? On what part of the spectrum do you find yourself? These things in front, what I did is, I think, turn off commenting. These comments, no, I don't know what's by the screen. I'm seeing it's tiny. That other side. Is it live comments? I don't know. I can't see it very well. But I don't want it. The one I'm saying, good. I like it like this. You can be bringing them up stage, but not let them know you're coming up live. You can be picking the comments individually. And thank you so much, Sir Nemeka Joseph. This is my brother, my friend, my guy. He's building really, really deep stuff. Really, really, really deep stuff. Really phenomenal stuff. Really phenomenal stuff. You guys should follow him. Please follow Nemeka. Follow Nemeka Joseph. Wherever you're watching, search for him on Facebook, follow him. He has very interesting ideas. He's also a rebel like myself. And we talk about a lot of these things. We have conversations about these things, and he's building Better Side Leadership Academy. You should get on it. You should find out what he's working on. Get on it. Now, back to what I was saying. You see, it's not necessarily a function of this or that. When I work with people, I find out where they are on the spectrum. What do you want to achieve? What kind of person are you? What's your identity archetype? Okay. So if you're the kind of person that doing more than one thing would stress you, it would overwhelm you, it will be too much for you, it's fine. Let's take it a bit at a time. Let's take it one step at a time. There are even people who have come to me. They are multi-talented, right? But at the phase of their lives, it does not give room to welcome managing multiple talents. Understanding times and seasons will mean that you have an examination to write in the next 2 weeks or 1 month. You're writing MBBS exam to be, you're in medical school, and you want to dance, you want to play football, you want to do this, you want to do TikTok, you want to do all of those things. These things are not bad inherently. However, considering what is at stake and the risk, losing focus on that thing at stake can bring you. Why not? Okay, let's find a way to manage. Focus on one for now. And let's prioritize. Let's look at all of these options, these crazy, interesting options. And let's find one that you focus on at the moment, so that you can create extra time to study for your examinations and pass your exams. When you are done with this phase and this season, there will always be time for you to explore your multiple talents. Some people have come to me, Coach CJ, I'm interested in this, interested in that, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm like, Yusuf, calm down. I know that at the points that they are, I assess them, I look at them, at the points that you are, trying to handle all of this will overwhelm you, to get you tired, to burn you out. This being multi-talented thing, it's both a blessing and a curse. So I'm like, okay, right now, let's prioritize. Choose the top 5. Out of the top 5, let's find the top 2. So that in the moment, in the time being, let's figure out how you can explore this top 2. And from there, we can keep adding on. As your strength and your threshold expands, you can keep adding on. Unfortunately, many people don't work like that. They don't want to know themselves. They don't want to understand themselves. So they just see, oh, this person is doing this and like this. Boom, they go. Now, there are 2 extremes. The first extreme is, if you pick a niche, you collapse, you will die. If you don't pick a niche, thunder will fire you, thunder will strike you. If you don't pick one thing, you are gone. The second extreme is multiple streams of income. So you've not even started breathing, they just gave birth to you, you're still crying with your brand, and somebody shouting multiple streams of income. Cryptocurrency comes out, you jump in. Forex comes in, you jump in. That is not what I mean by being multi-talented or multi-potentiality. That is not it at all. If you're not moving with strategy and clarity in mind, you are losing focus. So this is where I come in. This is how I help people. That they come to me and I sit them down and I assess. We look at your story, we look at your journey, we look at the season that you are at the moment, and then we draft something that is peculiar and unique to you. That's simple. So there are people I'll ask them, yes, I know you're multi-talented, but for these first 3 months, let's choose one project that you want to launch, because launching that project will give you the confidence to know that, yes, I can achieve something tangible, so that you can spread into other things. It's not necessarily about timeline. Oh, pick one thing, pick a niche. People will always have advice. That's the one that is even paining me. You see poor people giving advice, whether you should pick a niche or not. They are the custodians. Very poor people that don't have anything in their account. But they will be the custodians. If you don't do it like this, you will never succeed. What you've not tasted you've not tasted financial success. You are telling people that to succeed, they need to pick a niche. That makes no sense. And even if you have, you are not the only person on this earth. So why not let people be themselves? When I posted that picking a niche can cause depression, I wasn't joking. I had people who had come to me. They have told me this. And that's why I vehemently oppose people who come online and drop random advice. You don't know what you are doing to people's mental health. You think it's trivial that you can just tell anybody pick a niche. Sometimes those things go deeper, especially when you are not ready to guide. You come out, if you're not ready to pick a niche. How? They don't know. They probably don't know what to do. And you tell them to pick a niche, you put them in more trouble. Let me leave this one. See if I start this one now. Fire and brimstone will start falling. So, next thing. I'm going to tell us a story. a story. I once wrote about this on Facebook, and people did not really understand it. You know, there are 3 M's, 3 people that change the world. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you, my brother. Thank you very much. OBD. Rema. Ofure peace. My G, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for joining in. Thanks for joining in. I mean, this means a lot to me. Thank you, brother. And to everyone who has joined, I'll still call you one by one. Thank you for showing up on my live session. I do appreciate. I don't take this. I mean, I can never take this for granted, obviously. So now I made a post about 3 people who changed the world. Find yourself in these 3. 3 people. There are 3 people who changed the world. And number 1 is who? The mad. The mad people. Ha 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 ha. There's this saying: only those who are, mad enough to think that they can change the world eventually do. Okay. I'm trying to get this to be central. Okay. So like I was saying, I said only people who are mad enough to think that they can change the world eventually do. Does that make sense? So if you are not mad enough to think you have the capacity to change the world, to think that one man can change the world, if you are not mad enough, you won't. It takes madness. So let me know if you can still hear me, please. Let me know if you can hear me. So number 1 is the mad. Yeah, number 1 person is the mad. I was talking about only people who are mad enough to think that they can change the world eventually do. Thank you, only's abacus. Thank you very much. Okay, so like I was saying, it takes madness. You know deep down that you probably don't even understand what you are doing, and people are going to probably laugh at you. People are going to look at you and they're like, "What's this one doing? What's this one trying to do?" Family may mock you, friends may mock you. It takes madness to do something out of the norm. That even when nobody else believes in you, you believe in yourself. And when the results start showing, that's when others will start believing. But at that initial phase, you need to be mad enough to start. You need to be mad enough to question a pattern that has gone on over time and say, no, I can't do the same thing my family members are doing. Maybe, you notice that every lady in your family, every lady is just enthusiastic. They want to just get married. They don't want to do anything. They want 2 seconds. They just want to marry and go. And then it gets to your own turn. You say, no, I want to find myself before I get married. That's madness. And they are telling you, oh, you are 25, oh, you are 27, you are 28, oh, yeah, this, that. I say, no. I would rather remain single than marry in this state or marry with these people who are coming. I would rather remain single. It takes madness. But only people who are mad enough to think they can change the world will eventually do. So how are you taking this into account? How are you taking this into practice in your own life? What are you mad enough to do? You are still shy. Go live on Facebook. And I'm shy. Sometimes I just wonder, if you are poor, let me be very sincere. If you don't have money, you don't need to be. What are you shy? What are you shy about? What are you shy about? If you don't have money, and then you are seeing that, okay, this getting this thing done this way is probably one of the ways I can make money for myself. And I'm not saying I'm shy. Aha. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Okay. So what's going on? What's going on right now? God of mercy. Okay. My charger started trying to misbehave. So like I was saying, only those who are mad enough to think that they can change the world will eventually do. Number 2 is messenger. The messenger. Number 2 is messenger. Who is the messenger? The one who believes that he has a special message that he was sent to deliver. That's how you should see yourself. There must be something spectacular about you, or things. I don't even want to say something. There are things spectacular about you. You have your own movement. You have your own unique identity. There are things that you have been sent here to go and correct. That's how you should see yourself. You see, I'm a very simple person, and that simplicity is part of my identity. It's something I cannot trade for anything. It's part of my message. I tell people, you don't have to show up perfect. Sometimes you see me, I'll go live on screen, and I'll film the back of my head. I will start talking, and it's only the back of my head that is showing. I'll come out. Okay, look at me now. Look at me. This is my shirt. I just noticed that, okay, this thing is, I didn't even button it. I don't have to appear. I don't have to dress on suit because I want to do a session on my birthday. I don't have to put any fancy stuff in the background. I'm not using any fancy equipment. Nothing. But because of this, through me, many people have realized that you don't need to be perfect before they start. And I don't care what any other person thinks. If that is all I achieve, that's wonderful. That people through me will see light to get their own path, to navigate their own path. That's enough for me. It's enough for me. Everybody else is painting a picture of perfection. That's fine. Be perfect. Do your perfect things. Do your recording. Go to the studio. Buy a better camera. Buy an iPhone. Do whatever you want to do. Stream. Do all the stuff. Attract high. Sure, they say if you do all those things, you attract high quality people. Another silly lie that we tell ourselves. Another pathetic lie that we tell ourselves. Some of the best deals I've gotten were with the lowest quality of the lowest cost. Some of my best clients, I went there with taxi. I went to go and see them with taxi, with Kabu. I did not hire any Moreno Jeep. I did not hire any nonsense car. I didn't try to go and impress anybody. It's taxi that I used to go there, and I trekked from the gate. And I went, and after everything, I collect my money and put inside my pocket, and they will still call me back the next day. Why? It is the quality of service that I deliver. And they know that finding somebody who can deliver with this level of excellence is difficult. So why wouldn't they call me back? And somebody is busy stressing himself how to go and you go and hire taxi, hire vehicle for 25,000 to go and negotiate for something that they will pay you 50,000. Is that not stupidity? People can be very funny. So the messenger, what message are you bearing? I have a message from multi-talented people to let you know that you are not confused, you are not lost. You are just navigating a maze. It's a labyrinth of experiences in a way that nobody has taught you to, a way that you are rediscovering, and a way that nobody else understands. It's your world. A complex maze. that many other people don't understand. So what will they do? Because they don't understand you, they will try to put you into a box. They will try to just encroach your space and lock you up in a tiny box of experiences, because that is all they know to do. But I came with a different message. And I started saying, look, some people are multi-talented, some people are multi-potentialites, and this is how they are. You don't have to lock yourself inside. You don't have to do this. And then my tribe started coming. My people started coming. They started navigating towards me. I have a message to women. I have a message to young people. I have a message to different categories of people. And I mean, it's also funny how they try to streamline all of these things and try to make you feel like, oh, if you have a message for this and have this, it's going to be in disarray. People are not going to understand your brand message. Sometimes I call people. Some people will come to me and they're like, coach, I was asked to pick a niche. My coach said I should pick a niche and I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I have multiple talents, multiple interests, But you know that, coach, you know that if you don't pick one thing, you may confuse your audience. If you do many things, your audience may be confused about your brand. And I pause them and I ask, you coming to me, what is my niche? They will talk, you do women's health and sometimes personal development. You talk about relationships sometimes. You talk about this sometimes. Talk about that. Talk about food. Talk about this. Talk about. That's how they will continue going round and round and round and round till they finish calling out the whole world. And I'm like, so if you are confused, why did you come to me? Imagine it. I confuse you and you come to me for clarity. Does it make sense? Why did you come to me? So can't you see that there's something different that is at play? See, all of these things are biases. And for you to counter a bias, an existing bias, you need to introduce a counter bias. You need to introduce another bias that is stronger than the one that's already existing. And what I call that bias is the counter bias of excellence. It could be age, it could be being multi-talented, it could be anything. But the fact that excellence can be perceived in your work, every other thing doesn't matter. Every other thing doesn't matter. Result is what sells. Result is what sells. Learn to start simple, learn to launch simple, learn to start and launch lean. Learn to save yourself the money and stress of all the things that we think we need to actually do what we need to do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Romina, I am sincerely grateful to have you here. Oh, thank you. And her mom is celebrating today. I mean, thank you so much. Such an amazing woman. Such an amazing woman. It was a very big. It still is. Always a pleasure to interact with you. Was so glad to meet with you. At the event. That was Motherhood and Me. Yes, Motherhood and Me conference that happened in Abuja last year. Yeah, thank you so much. My pleasure to have you here. Rafiat, I would have loved you to come off the stage, Rafiat, but we'll still see how that will be workable. We'll still see. Varashi will drop the link. I would appreciate if you come up on stage. So now the messenger, the matter. So I've talked about having a message. Next one is being ready to die for the message that you have. Being ready to die. I'm not just talking about metaphorical death. I'm not talking about just, you see, I may not want to give an example with myself, but the people who change the world. Look at all the people who are actually making an impact. You realize that there's something at risk. There are some politicians who, they know that there's obvious threat on their life. They know there are obvious threats to take their lives. They know. But they're doing what they are doing. Why? Because they believe in the message that they came with. The martyrs don't give up too easily. Why? Because they're already dead. You have to be willing to suffer persecution. It may not be death. It may not be for everybody. But you have to be willing to suffer some level of persecution if you are going to make a difference in your world. Ordinary to make a statement on Facebook, to post something. Some people are just like, no, I don't want trouble. I don't want anybody to drag me and all of that. Post it. As long as you are sure, let it be wisdom or let it be something that is actually correct and wise. Because if they drag you for the wrong reasons, you are guilty. But see, you have to be willing to be crucified for your opinions. That's martyrdom. Check the people who make differences in their world, who make a difference in their world. When you look at them, some of them, they've shot them multiple times. They've threatened them. They've arrested them multiple times. But they are the ones who people follow. There's a level of, when you meet people who have a strong divine conviction about what they do, there's a level of followership. There's a level of honor. And there's a level of, what will I call it now? Let me just say loyalty. People ascribe to them. It's not easy to find people who strongly believe in, who strongly stand for what they believe in. So, talked about the mad, the messenger, the martyr. Okay? So remember, I didn't say you should go and end your life or do something silly because of your message. No. But then there has to come points of your life where you are willing to stand for what you believe. To stand for your opinions, to stand for, what is right, what is fair, what is just, what is pure, right? Notwithstanding what everybody's going to say about it. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is, I'm going to say this. Oh, I made a post. I think that was in 2020 or 2019. Let me remember how this post goes. When you start trying to build things, not it. It was talking about building stuff, right? And I said, invest in people. Don't be in a hurry to invest in structure. Invest in people, and so that when immediately you have the structure, the people will be ready to occupy the structure that you have built. In fact, it's going to take the people to build the structure. Let me give you a classic example. This is going to transform your life in every way. Your business, your work, your brand, anything you are doing. When you get into a space, you need to start thinking, how can I dominate this space by raising people? Don't be a selfish person, be an altruist. So if you're building a company, who are the people in that company? Your staff. How can I invest in my staff so much that it will break their hearts to leave me? How can I gather people and raise them and pour so much in them that they will feel indebted to help me? Build the people will build the structure. There's some things that can just go. You see, this stream, I was running back and forth with Varashi because I know. I just told him, added his link, his email, and all of that. I know that whether I'm here or I'm not, in fact, I can even choose to just do a 30 minutes recording, send to him, and I know that this session will just happen swiftly, seamlessly, wonderfully, just like that, right? And I know him that well because I've worked with him long enough, because I have poured into him and he knows. I have a lot of the things he does for me that he doesn't charge me for, but he will charge another person. And that's it. Why? I understand the art of people raising. I understand the art of people investing. A lot of people talk about investment, talk about everything. They will do every other thing. You see employers, they will do every other thing. They will invest in their structure, renovate their hall, do everything, but they will still pay their staff 40,000 naira a month. They will still pay their staff 20K and even insult them on top. And then when the staff leaves, there's a massive vacuum that is left that nobody can replace. Why? The loyalty is not there. They wouldn't even bring all their, they won't bring their best there. So what are you expecting? People you are maltreating and underpaying to become better, to bring their best to the table? Never. Invest in people. Build people. Immediately you build the structure, it will fill them in automatically. Thank you very much. So if you're starting anything, one of the things you should be thinking is gather people in their numbers. You want to start an academy, start it on a WhatsApp group. Stop thinking of when you grow big, you now build one big school in Mabushi, then build another big school in Guzape, and then you now start a school. No, start a small WhatsApp group. Go and gather your teachers, your volunteers, your team. Start pouring out in them. You get to a point where you invest in people so much that they would want to reciprocate. It's the law of reciprocity. They would personally come to you and ask you, sir, this is my experience. This is my experience. People came to me, sir, you've taught us a lot. I feel guilty joining any of your sessions any longer. What can I do for you? Sir, I want to do something for you. I'm a graphic designer. I'm a this, I'm a that. I want to do something I want to volunteer for you. Do you have a group for your volunteers? I just want to do something for you. And at that point, if I say no, they will feel bad. What would I do? I create a group now. Create a group. Oh yeah, you say you want to help me. You want to, invest in me. You want to also sow in my life. Fine. Welcome. So I made it a rule to invest in. Even if you don't know what to invest in this life, invest in people. You don't know the stock to buy. You don't know whether this one is moving or which one is bullish, which one is bearish. Invest in people. Invest in people. No matter how ungrateful people are, there's an element of divine nature that will not allow people to forget the hands that fed them. There's an element that even when they want to forget, something tells them that no, this young man tried for you. Invest in people. You are building a brand, you are launching a business, gather a team of people. Teach them, find something they need, meet them at the point of their need, teach them, invest, push, build. It's going to get to a point where you'll be the one running away. You'll be the one saying, no, don't worry, rest. That's one of my mentees who became volunteers. At a point, I had to be like, nah, rest. I wish Abdullah is here. He's one of them. Abdullah would work on this, work on that. I'm sleeping. He would just go and carry one thing. I will do a session. He will carry the session, transcribe it word for word, turn it into an ebook. Not just ordinary ebook. He will turn it into a design book. A book that is designed. Each page is designed. That was when AI was not a thing. He was not using AI. He would sit down and work on this thing, transcribe my entire 2 hours, 3 hour session, and then he will send it to me and say, sir, your book is ready. I'm like, what have I done to this young man? What have I done? How can I repay you? And he's like, sir, no, I should be asking, how can I repay you? And then he will continue doing all of these things of his own volition. I do not compel anybody to do anything for me. Never have I, never will I. Never have I, never will I. I will never come to anyone who is my mentee and say, oh, this is the skill you have. And because I'm your mentor, use this skill to serve me. And as you are serving me, forget all those plenty trenchy, plenty talk. I will never do that. Never. I don't know how to do it. It's not in my DNA. But people come to me and they offer themselves. Why? He invests in people. Invest in people. I used to tell Abdullah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Rest. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't even worry. Don't do this one. I'll do it raw. I'll do it with, I'll get I don't need flyer. Just forget all the design for now. Let me just post it like that. Just rest first. Varashi too knows. There are sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. Just rest. Don't worry. You can do it tomorrow. You don't forget it. I will launch without flyer. That's it. Invest in people. Start building circles. Whatever you are doing right now, start building communities. Don't just post and you're supposed to fly out in the air. No, build a tribe of people who know your voice. You don't just post random stuff. You post things that even make people angry. because you think you are helping. You are posting tips and updates and tips, and people don't understand what you are doing. They feel more angry because the knowledge is flying over their heads. Why not create a community? Whether you're encouraging, you are teaching, you're educating, you're entertaining, you are edifying, you are enlightening, whatever. Create a community of people, no matter how small. Keep building it from there. That foundation you want to start it from a WhatsApp group. When we started Healthy Wealthy Moms Club, it was only my mom that joined. The first woman that joined was my mom, one member. Then we started now increasing. Now, we're over 4,000. I mean, you see, I'm saying we, as if me, I'm a woman. But there are over 4,000 women in the community right now. Of which, if I want to apply for a grant, I want to do something, I want to do anything, I can easily sneak it in and say, oh, this is something I said, an initiative I started, pro bono. And this is how far we have gone. These are the results. There are women who their lives have changed from the conversations that we have in that community. But it started from a WhatsApp group. It's a WhatsApp group, still a WhatsApp group and a Facebook community. Sometimes we end up overthinking so many things and we don't do anything at the end of the day. Build people the simplest way you can. Create community. Tell them, join. Mothers, blah, blah, blah. Go to your church. Ask your pastor for the permission to build people, to invest in people. Permission to host a program, a conference that would build people. Woo. Then I'm going to tell us something finally. Not finally. Second to finally. And that is, don't let it die. Whatever you're building in your heart, whatever you're dancing in your heart, don't let it die. No matter what, don't let it die. Don't let perfectionism kill it. Let me tell us a story. You're going to find yourself in this story one way or the other. I told this story in one of my live sessions, but let me share it again. Before I share it, let me remind you. Pray for good health. Pray for good health. If you live long enough on this journey called earth, in this journey called life, if you live long enough, and you don't overwhelm yourself and lose yourself in the process and put your life at risk, if you live long enough in this journey called life, Etinosa, thank you very much. Thank you for joining. I promise I see you. If you live long enough in this journey called life, success will be success would be overrated. And that's why I told you, I mentioned something. I'm not seeking success. I'm already successful. I'm success in motion. I am a fulfilled man. I'm not seeking fulfillment. You have to grow to that awareness. You grow into that awareness. And it affects every other thing that you're doing in your life. Every other thing around you starts taking form, starts taking shape. This is who you are. Success is your identity. It's meant to be your identity, not a pursuit. It will first become identity. So, I'm already wealthy. Think about different forms of wealth. I'm already wealthy. I'm not afraid. You live long enough in this journey of life. Some of the things that you're anxious about, will I have money? Will I not? Will I drive a car? Some of those things, as long as you're doing the right things, building the right networks, in the coming years, your friends are going to be senators, especially if you have the right kind of circle. In the coming years, thank you so much, Kelvin Jerome Brown. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. In the coming years, the friends that you are making right now, these young people that are taking over spaces, the personal branding coach, the leadership coach, the this, the that, the public speaker, and all of that. Imagine how the next 10 years will be. That we are all going to be dominating spaces. We are all going to be cross-pollinating success. We are going to be inviting ourselves. Some of us who own companies, Fortune 300, Fortune 500, whichever fortune. Some of us are going to own very large companies, industries. We're going to be captains of those industries, and we will invite ourselves. That's the way I foresee it. I try to see like 5-10 years into the future. And this is a simple exercise you can do. Just sit down and think. It's not hard. There are some things that you will see just by sitting down to try to put yourself in the future. And when you say those things, it sounds like prophecy. And a lot of times they start happening because there's a way this world works. If you sit down to think enough, deep enough, you would start encountering things. I don't want to sound mystical here. I'm not talking about some black flying stuff appearing to you, no, or white, green flying, whatever. No. But if you think deep enough and think of the possibilities that already exist, merge those possibilities with the possibilities of the future. What is the likelihood that can come out of this possibility? You would definitely see it clearly. That's what makes you a futurist. So now I see ahead, right from my first year in school. I told myself, you notice that there's always fights between doctors and nurses and doctors and physiotherapists and all of that. I told myself, there's no point engaging in all this fighting, because in the next 10 years, some of my friends, if I meet them in that first year, they're going to be junior registrars. They're going to be registrars in the hospitals. They're going to be working in the clinics and all. So in the next 20 years, some of them are going to be consultants. And not just in Nigeria, some of them are going to be out of the country. And they can call me, oh, CJ, there's this patient, I don't know, do you offer virtual consulting? I saw virtual consulting. I saw it for my first year in school. I said, even if they are out of the country, they can call me on phone and say, oh, their patients, do I think they will need physio? Do I offer virtual consulting? I saw it before it became a thing. And I said, I can't be fighting them. Those that want to fight, they can fight. I can't be fighting because I've seen the future. These are my friends. They are my allies. Till today, I have some of my friends that I call. I have complex cases. I'm like, Afam, what do you think? This is the patient's lab report. This is what they are saying. This is brief clinical history. What do you think? Why? Because the friendship has already been established right from time. Seeing ahead. So back to what brought me here. If you live long enough, your friends in your circle, those are your friends, that are doing well, those are your friends that you're in the same training with, the same inner circle with. That's why you shouldn't joke with friendship. Anywhere you see people that have sense, collect their number, connect with them, approach them, say hi, hello, I want to know you better. Can we hang out? Can we know ourselves and all of that? Anywhere you see them. In the next few years, you're going to be commanders and captains. You're going to be rulers. And you're going to be inviting yourselves. You're going to be cross-multiplying, cross-pollinating wealth. Okay? Some of you own schools. And if we all live long enough, you'll be inviting yourselves. Oh, my school is doing this. My husband is the CEO of so and so. Can you come and give us a training on this? Because we already know ourselves. There's something Apostle Joshua Selman always says. We'll be wealthy. And we'll know ourselves. Knowing ourselves is the most interesting part. So back to, the story. This certain man was going into a desert. For exploration. So there are two men in this story. One was going into the desert for exploration, casual exploration. So he went
pulled his donkey. The donkey can only carry one person. Took his donkey to the journey and entered the desert. Just to walk across the length of the desert. He took a keg of water, a bottle of water. And he was walking into that desert. Just a bottle of water. Then, interestingly, there's another man. He came into the desert also for exploration. But midway, he got lost. He doesn't have a compass. He got lost. So he had walked a lot of the length of that desert, but he was not walking to the other path. He was walking in circles. He was spending so much time. And guess what? He was dehydrated. He didn't come with extra water bottles. He had finished the water he had. He was dehydrating. He was about to die. And by medical perspective, from a medical standpoint, he was dehydrated to a point that it would only take him the next